For many years, I always left my bedroom window tilted at night, and that all night long while I was sleeping, until I finally learned the reasons why you should absolutely never do that again in the future. Because doing this can even have some negative effects on your health. For one thing, the open window leads to noise disturbance, depending on exactly where you live, of course. This in turn can cause you to sleep significantly worse. The draft could even lead to muscle tension and also dry out your mucous membranes. But those weren't even the worst reasons yet. Because the biggest problem is that you usually leave your window tilted, of course. Because if you were to open it all the way, especially in winter, it's obviously much too cold. With a tilted window, however, you always face the problem that the window reveal, meaning the side walls of the windows, will cool down quite significantly. An exchange of air hardly takes place at all during this. This means that all the humidity remains trapped in the room, and all of this moisture will now settle upon the cold spots. Thus, mold can occur here more frequently and also much faster. Mold, in turn, is of course also very bad for your health. Furthermore, a tilted window can cost you an incredible amount of money. That's because of the heating, because you probably have it turned off in winter when you have your window tilted, at least in the best case scenario. You don't want to be heating the outdoors, but did you know that you're doing it anyway, even if it's switched off? This is because once a certain temperature is reached, usually around 12 degrees, the heating system switches on automatically anyway to protect the entire building from cooling down too much. Since the heaters are typically located near the windows, it is quite possible that those 12 degrees are being measured at the thermostat due to the incoming cold air, and the heating thus runs continuously without stopping. This means, even if it sounds good at first to open the window overnight to get fresh air continuously, it's actually very concerning for your health and can even cost you money. But what should you do instead now, so that it doesn't get too warm? Open your window completely once for 5 to 15 minutes right before going to bed. This way you ensure that a real air exchange takes place and it becomes really nice and pleasantly cool. Definitely try that out as an alternative. And then you also need to know that there are 6 ventilation mistakes in winter that almost everyone makes, even though no one really should. Which ones those are, you'll find out in the video that you see on the screen now. Click directly on it and check it out.